Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss how actually the booth multiplication is going to be implemented with the flow chart. And of course, the hardware is going to be the same what we have discussed in the previous unsigned multiplication. We are just going to work out for negative multiplier, positive multiplier. All can be considered in the same way in the booth multiplication process. So this is going to be the booth flow chart. Okay, the algorithm is represented in the form of the flow chart, and we are going to trace the values how it happens. For a given example, we are going to multiply 7 into 3. Of course, the example what we have discussed is going to be both positive case. The same thing will work for a negative multiplier also, maybe that can also be traced. Okay. This is the algorithm, and as far as the hardware is concerned, the hardware is going to be the same for both the normal multiplication and the booth multiplication, except the difference is instead of normal shift rate you will be doing arithmetic shift rate. Of course, I have already explained about arithmetic shift rate. In arithmetic shift rate, the MSB bit will be retained and the same bit will be copied to the next digit. Whereas in normal shift rate, the MSB will go to the next position and 0 will be entered there. Instead of inserting a 0 in the MSB, the MSB will be retained. That means the sign of that number is not going to be changed. So that is the difference between the logical shift rate and arithmetic shift rate. So when we are performing this booth algorithm, they recommend to perform only arithmetic shift rate in this algorithm. Now we will just see the process, and we will just trace how it happens for 7 into 3. Now we will just go into the algorithm. As usual, we need 3 registers, one register to store the multiplicand, one register to store the multiplier, and we all know the final product will be twice the length of the multiplier. So we need one more register extra, that is nothing but accumulator to store the extra value. Okay, so we are going to work out for plus 7 and plus 3. So the multiplicand is going to be plus 7. So it is going to be represented as 0, then triple 1, and then the multiplier is going to be plus 3. The same thing can be worked out for a negative multiplier also. So for plus 3, it is going to be 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay, so this is going to be the two input operands for us. We are going to trace. First, let us look into the flow chart. Start. So we are going to initialize the registers. So we are going to make use of the register A, and we are going to make use of the register Q. And when we are decoding the multiplier, we have to examine the Q minus 1th bit. So for that purpose, we are just going to add this Q I minus 1, Q minus 1. Okay, that is going to be the LSB, which we are going to add 1 0 always. And then we have to store the multiplicand. So the multiplicand will be stored in M. And then we need to have the count also. So the count is going to be initialized with the number of bits in the multiplier. So these are the registers which we are going to use for the implementation for tracing. Now what is the register A? A is going to be initialized with 0. Of course, we are going to handle with 4 bits. So we will be having A as initialized with 4 zeros. Okay. Then Q. Q is going to be initialized with multiplier. Our multiplier, this is multiplier and this is multiplicand. Okay. So multiplier is 0011. So Q register will be initialized with 0011. And what is q minus 1? When we are encoding, we have to examine the qi minus 1th bit. So this will also be initialized to q minus 1 will also be initialized to 0. Okay, so that will also initialize to 0. And then the multiplier will be in multiplicand will be available in m register. The multiplicand is plus 7. So in m register we will be having 0, then we will be having triple 1. Okay, and then we have to need the count. The count is nothing but number of bits in the multiplier. Okay, all are going to be 4 bits. Okay, so we will be just having the multiplier count in the count register. So this completes the initialization step. First step is over. So initialize the multiplier in the q register, multiplicand in the m register, the count nothing but the number of bits in the multiplier in the variable count, and then we have q minus 1, and the product will be available in aq. So we are initializing a with 0. So now the same hardware is going to be used, and in this hardware, instead of shift rate, you are going to use arithmetic shift rate. Okay, so that we will just discuss in will be a tracing. So we will start with the first step. Okay, so we are into the algorithm now. Now we have to examine q naught and q minus 1. So in this register q, this is going to be my q naught, and this is going to be my minus 1. So you are examining the bits. So the bits is 1 0. So this is q naught and this is q minus 1. So it is 1 0. Now we are just going to trace the algorithm. If it is 1 0, so you have to come here. So a equal to a minus 1. So first step we have to do the subtraction, or maybe we can write it as a is equal to a minus m. This is the algorithm step. Now we have to subtract m from a. So what is m here? My m is nothing but 0 triple 1. So if we want to subtract m, what we have to do? So whenever we want to add m, we can use 0 triple 1 as such. Okay. Whenever we want to subtract m, we have to take 2's complement of m. Okay. So what is 2's complement of m? 1 0 0 1. Now when they ask you to do the subtraction, of course I will write it clearly. So here I am just going to do only subtraction. Okay. So a minus m. Of course, it is going to be stored in this. So we have to do the subtraction. So we will write m. M means 2's complement of m. We will write and then add it. So it is going to be 1. So this has to be done with a. So we will write this m adjacent to this a. So now we will write here 1 0 0 1. So a is equal to a plus m. Now we have to add. So when we are adding like this, what we will be getting? It is 1 0 0 1, and of course this q register will be having 0 0 1 1, and q minus 1 will be 0. Okay, and m is going to be 0 triple 1. Okay, so I think you need not repeat for m is going to be the same number, and whenever we subtract, we will refer to 2's complement of m. Whenever we add, we will refer to m. Okay, so after doing this subtraction, so based on this, we just looked into this 1 0. So we subtracted a equal to a minus m. After doing this, we have to do arithmetic shift, right? What has to be shifted, right? A, Q, Q minus 1. So this register A, this register Q and Q minus 1, everything to be shifted, right? So after doing this, you have to do arithmetic shift, right? So don't write SHR, you just write it as ASHR. So how you will do arithmetic shift, right? Please follow. This bit has to be written as such. Okay, you have not should not disturb. And then this one will come to this position, and this 0 will come to this position, and this 0 will come here, and this 1 will come here. Okay, and this 0 will come here, and this 0 will come here, and this 1 will come here, and this one will go to and this one will come here. And what will happen to this 0? This 0 will be lost. Okay, so when you are doing this arithmetic shift, right, so the first bit will be written as such, then you just shift it 1 0 0 1, then 0 0 1, and this one will go out. That's all. So you have written as 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1, and of course m is not going to be disturbed. We are going to do the shift rate only with respect to a, q and q minus 1. So after completing the first cycle, you will be having this some number. Maybe we can verify here. It is 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1, and here also it is 1. And m, of course, it is going to be the same number repeated every time. Okay. So this after doing this, what we have to do? Decrement the count. So the count is 4. Now we have to decrement it to 3. This completes one cycle. Okay. So I will just put a dash. Now we have to do the second step. Okay, so in the second step, what again we have to do? As per the algorithm, examine q naught and q minus 1. Now this q naught and q minus 1 is going to be 1 1. I have to examine this bits. Okay, 1 1. So if it is 1 1, what we have to do? We no need to add, so no add. And if we are not going to do add, of course we are going to do this arithmetic shift, right? Here subtract, or you either you'll be subtracting or you'll be adding, or you won't do anything and then you come here. Okay, so without doing any add, you are going to do only arithmetic shift, right? So this cycle will perform only arithmetic shift, right? Arithmetic shift rate of the previous product. So what you will be having? So this one will be copied as such, then this one will be shifted, right? So 1 1 0, and this 0 will come here, 1 0 0, and this one will come here, and this one will go out. Okay, so this you have done with one bit combination. So you have to decrement the count is 2. So if count equal to 0, you will declare end. If count is not 0, again you will repeat. So this completes one cycle. So I will just put a dash. Okay, I put a line. Now we are going to the third step. So in the third step, again what we have to do? You have to examine q naught and q minus 1. So now examine q naught and q minus 1. It is 0 1. So trace the loop. So if it is 0 1, what we have to do? Add. So here a equal to a plus m. So here we have to do a plus m. Okay. So what is m here? 0 triple 1. It's only addition. So below this a, you write the m as such. If it is subtract, you have to write 2's complement. If it is addition, you have to write m as such. So you are taking this m here. Now you have to add. When you add, what you will get? 1 1 plus 1 2 1 0. 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 3, so 1 1, 1 plus 1 2 1 0, so you will get an end around carry, so you are going to ignore it, 0 1 0 1. Okay, and then what is there in the queue, so whatever is there in the queue, that you can write it down. Okay, so this q minus 1 you need not worry, so it is going to be 0 1 0 0, that's all. So this one is going to be as such, so you can copy that one as such. Okay, so after doing this, what you have to do, the next step is you have to do arithmetic shift right. So you have added with m, so as per the logic, examine q naught q minus 1 0 1, so because it is 0 1, you have done this addition. After doing this addition, again you have to do arithmetic shift right. So here you are writing that I am going to do arithmetic shift right. So what is this arithmetic shift right? So the first bit is going to be copied as it, so you'll be writing it as 0, then shift right 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0, so this one will go away. So this is going to be the shifted value, and you decrement the count, so it will become 1. So when it is 1, what is the answer you are having? 0 0 1 0, then 1 0 1 0, then here also 0. So this completes the next cycle. So I just going to put a line to indicate that I have completed this task. Now again I have to repeat, because the count is not 0, I have to repeat. So repeat, and again you have to examine q naught q minus 1. So you have to examine these two bits. It is 0 0. If it is going to be 0 0, don't do any addition. So here you are not going to do any addition. So simply no add. No add means you can write the number as such. So whatever we have, a 0 0 1 0, then 1 0 1 0, then we have 0 here. After doing this, you are expected to do arithmetic shift right. So ASHR, you have to do arithmetic shift right. Okay, so the 0 will be retained as such. The 0 will come here, 0 1 0 1 0. The 0 will come here, 1 0, then this one, and then 0 will come here. Okay, now what we have to do, after doing this arithmetic shifted, decrement the count, so you will write the count as 0. So once the count has reached 0, then you can come to end. Okay, where will be the product? The product is supposed to be in AQ. So what is the product you are having? It is this number. Now we have to check whether this number is going to be the required magnitude or not. So what is this number? You can take it down. So it is going to be 0 0 0 0 0 1. Okay, wait. So you write down the product here. So it is going to be the final product, end product is going to be 0 0 0 1, and then we have 0 1 0 1. Okay, so this is going to be AQ. As we told, the AQ will be having the product AQ. A register and Q register will be having the final product. So this two registers will be having the final product. Now how you will interpret the result? If it is a 0, then it is a positive number. Plus you will be writing the plus. Then you have to find the magnitude. So this is 240, it is 1. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 is 4, 2 power 3, 2 power 4 is 16. So 16 plus 4, 20, 20 plus 1, 21. So we have started multiplying plus 7 with into plus 3. So we have got 21. 7 into 3, 21. Whatever the number you have got. So as far as the Booth algorithm is concerned, it will be working for both positive multiplier and negative multiplier. So maybe you can try it as an exercise for a negative multiplier. Instead of plus 3, you can try minus 3. How you will, what is the changes expected here? Instead of minus 3, so the multiplier will be available only in this Q register. So instead of having it as 0011, you have to write the Q with the 2's complement value of 3, and then we have to complete, you have to proceed. So the same steps can be repeated, and then you can check it whether you are able to get the answer as minus 21. So this completes the discussion of the multiplication. So far we have discussed how to perform unsigned multiplication with a separate algorithm, the same hardware, and we learned how to trace the values using that algorithm. And if the multiplier is going to be negative, then better to select the Booth algorithm. So the Booth algorithm will follow Booth encoding technique as suggested here, and apply the hardware. Using this hardware, apply this algorithm and trace the value. You will get the answer for signed multiplication, signed operands also. This completes the discussion of the entire multiplication process. Thank you.